every 40 seconds, stroke happens. According to research, every 40 seconds, someone suffers a stroke in the United States. I don't know what the frequency is worldwide, but every 40 seconds, stroke happens in the United States. And I hope it's not you or it doesn't happen to you. 80% of all strokes are preventable. That is a fact. 80% of all strokes, whether the stroke is caused by a blockage, a narrowing of the blood vessel, or a tear on the blood vessel. 80% of all forms of stroke are preventable. Evidence-based information. As we all know, stroke occurs when there is a blockage, when there is a narrowing, and when there is a tear of a blood vessel feeding the brain, that is the arteries. The vessels that carry oxygen, nutrients, water, and all the necessary elements that the muscles of the brain need to function effectively. Stroke happens in the brain. How can we prevent these strokes since 80% are preventable? Some stroke risk factors are non-modifiable. Risk factors such as your age, if you're above 55 years. Aging increases your risk for stroke. That is not modifiable. Risk factors such as your race, being dark-skinned like I am, that is not modifiable. Risk factors such as your sex. If you are a man, you are more at risk of having stroke compared to a woman. That is not modifiable. Risk factors such as your genetics. The family you come from, if they have a lot of stroke tendencies, that is not modifiable. And they knew these factors before they said that 80% of all strokes are preventable. So what can we do to prevent stroke? That means we need to focus on the modifiable risk factors, me and you. Our high blood pressure that we don't treat. Our high glucose in our blood that we don't treat. Other factors such as smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol excessively, not sleeping, having too much stress, uncontrolled stress, not eating right, not exercising 30 minutes every day, not hydrating enough. The foundations of our livelihood needs to be covered. So it's up to me and you to take this information and run with it so that in 40 seconds, that stroke that is happening is not us. What we can do, just to emphasize again, is to ensure that if you have high blood pressure, manage it well. If your blood pressure is not less than 130/80, that is if your systolic is not less than 130, and if your diastolic is not less than 80, you're not doing enough. If you have sleep apnea driving your blood pressure, that is because you snore too much when you sleep and you don't have adequate oxygen circulating in your brain, you need to work on it. Get a CPAP machine, get something to help you sleep soundly. Sleep quality is very critical. Hydration, drinking water, that is very important. Eating healthy diet, including a lot of vegetables in your meals. Not being sedentary, that is exercising at least 30 minutes every day. Increasing activity, not sitting still, because sitting is the new smoking. Smoking cigarettes, even though it's legal, please stop it or minimize it. Drinking alcohol, even though alcohol is legal, please minimize your use. And take your blood pressure medication if it's prescribed to you. Also, decrease your stress level. What you have control over, handle it. What you do not, give it up. If you are too overwhelmed, delegate some task and protect your sleep. Protecting your sleep, I can't talk about it enough. Consider sleep as a time where your brain is cleared of all trash. If you don't want trash accumulated in your brain, sleep. Sleep. Because they considered all these factors and said that it was 80% preventable, all strokes. So let's do our due diligence to ensure that every 40 seconds that stroke that happens is not us. I'm equipping myself with the knowledge and I'm sharing it with you. So like this video, subscribe, share freely, and follow me, because me and you, we are doing this life together. Thanks for watching.